Persepolis, Marjane Satrapi, Juliana Palma, English Project, First Delivery. Marjane Satrapi, born 1969, Rasht, Iran, is an Iranian artist and writer whose graphic novels explore the gaps and junctures between East and West. Satrapi was the only child of Westernized parents. Her father was an engineer and her mother a clothing designer. She grew up in Tehran, where she attended the Lycée Français. After the Iranian Revolution of 1979, her family's Western way of life drew the attention of Iranian authorities, and by 1984 her parents had decided to send her to Austria to attend school. A failed relationship there exacerbated her sense of alienation and contributed to a downward spiral that left her homeless and using drugs. She returned to Tehran at age 19, studied art, and after a short-lived marriage, moved back to Europe in 1993. In France, she earned a degree in art, and by the mid-1990s, she was living permanently in Paris. Why Persepolis? She decided to write this particular book because she thinks that this, once a great civilization that is currently known as Iran, is nowadays associated with fanaticism, fundamentalism, and terrorism, and she believes that an entire country should not be judged by the acts of few extremists. Persepolis is indeed her story. She was 10 years old, living with her parents when the Islamic Revolution started. Because of this, she was told to follow certain rules. For instance, she must wear a veil. She had to be separate from her friends because before the revolution, they all used to study in the same classrooms. The problem was that initially she didn't understand what were the reasons of this revolution, or why girls have to use a veil, for example. She was a very religious girl. As she said, she was born with religion. But as a family, they were very modern and avant-garde. Marjane was talking about that she wanted to become a prophet, and she said that she actually talked to God because he was his advisor. The year of the revolution, she decided to follow Che Guevara's, Fidel Castro's, and Trotsky's ideals because she wanted to take action. One day, there was a massive fire on the Rex Cinema, where the Shah was the culprit and everyone knew. However, the king, who had been chosen by the British and not God as kids were taught, blamed some religious fanatics. Marjane's father told her a story about her mother's father, and how he had been prime minister until he became a communist. Because after that he was sent to prison and the Shah's father took everything his family owned and made her grandmother, mom, and uncles live in poverty. Eventually, she understood the reasons for the revolution, the difference between social classes. The reason why she understood it more was when her maid, Mary, fell in love with the neighbor, and so she had to pretend she was Marjane's sister because otherwise they couldn't be together again for the same reason. In Iran, you must stay within your own social class. Finally, the Shah abdicated and the Islamic Revolution ended, so the next step, according to her mother, was that they have to learn to forgive but not forget. But as her father said, as long as the Middle East has oil, they will never have peace.